Hi, I'm Ryan Hickman, and I'm presenting to you today my project for IS 515. So, what I did is I work for BYU TV, and I am in charge of managing and looking over all the contracts that we have with our external vendors and making sure that they're renewed when they have to be and that, they're not passing expiration and things like that. So what I wanted to do is add improvements to the spreadsheet that will help make my job easier and make sure that less contracts are falling through the cracks and that we're able to catch them before they expire, before they become an issue. So what I did, starting with the first kind of major thing that I did, is I created a mega formula. So you can see it, it's in this column, the scenario column. I'll get out of the way so you can see it fully. Isn't it beautiful? Um, what it is there's different terms of the contracts, like whether they auto renew or whether they don't even have like a signed contract or if they need like a statement of work. And so based on that and like when we need to send an email, it'll flag one of these scenarios will become true. So in this case, scenario one is true or scenario four. That just means that scenario four corresponds with the type of email that I need to send to the person in charge of the contract. So in this case, this wonderful solutions contract needs email type four to be sent to the contract manager for whatever reason. I think it's because the notify by date is coming up. So these are all the formulas I used to build the mega formula. So these are all layered inside of column L. So even if I like deleted four here, like it still shows up there. And same for all of these. I could just delete them. They're just here for show, here for you to see what I did for my project. The second thing that I did is I added conditional formatting to this expiration column just so that it highlights yellow when a contract is about to expire or when not when it's about to, when it has expired so that um it highlights it, it flags it for me that hey, something's going on here, it hasn't been renewed yet or you need to change the information. So that's just something for me that I can filter on and so I know like okay, I need to look at these contracts. So I'll just show you the rule real quick. So it's pretty easy. It just replies to this column and it just looks if that value is less than today. So if it's happened yesterday or whatever. And it also won't highlight stuff if it's blank just because I hate when things autofill something that like it's a blank record or whatever. So something I did or I mean, what if a contract never expires? That's that sort of thing. The third thing that I did is I added a VBA script. And really what it is I just named a function because I'm lazy when it comes to calculating the difference between dates. It's just something that I always have to think like, how does this work? Because date values just in general are kind of annoying on Excel. So what it does is it just looks and sees if there's, the start date and the expiration date. And if they're both date values, it'll calculate the difference. And if either one of those is missing, it'll put in an error message just so I know like, hey, there's something missing here. I don't see it happening too often, but worst case scenario, why not? And so I just do this. And so this applies to this column and column E. I have it written out. So it'll calculate the difference between C5 and D5 and give me the length of the contract, which this also helps play into like when we need to notify by and stuff like that. So that's my project. Those are the three things that I did. I think in the future, I want to add emails so that, when it says like, hey, we need to send scenario one emails, it'll just go ahead and send that email. I can put in a template, stuff like that. So there's definitely more to be done in the future, but I'm proud with the work that I put into this project and I'm excited to continue learning about Excel.